Today we have got William Shakespeare. Okay, to start off with William, well, first off, William was born around 1564. They don't know his exact date, but that was the year he was baptized, so that was, they think, okay, that's the record they have. They don't know the exact date. So, anyways, we are going to do his head. As you can tell, he's got a very long head. We're gonna make an egg. It's gonna be this fantastic egg. Okay, got this fantastic egg shape. And his face is, he's looking this way, but his face is that way. So we are going to draw the center line of his face right there. And we're gonna find the center of for his eyeballs, okay? On that line, he's got an amazing nose. So we are going to draw his nose right there. He's got a nostril and then a line, okay? That's his amazing nose. And then his eyes, you're going to make a rainbow, and he's got, man, I gotta go find the name of this thing. Right there. And then let's do the one on this side. And he's looking that way. Probably sees something, or he's just using his imagination. Okay, so he has got some major crease line up here. So this is his like crease line. He has one down here, but we're not gonna Sharpie that one. That's just gonna be with colored pencil, or he might look really crazy, okay? That's his crease line, but he does have an eyebrow on top of that. So if you'd like to draw an eyebrow above that. And the eyebrow here, what's awesome on this side, it's just gonna loop into it. And then you're gonna turn this into the eyebrow. So that's gonna go straight into his nose. And of course, he's got the shiny and the pupil. Shiny and pupil. So what do we know about him? So he's from England, and I think everybody in school at one point need to learn about him. So right down on here, we are going to have where his mouth is. He's got a little mouth. So on this line, we're going to draw his like bow top of his mouth. Loop. And then on the bottom line, he's got a very distinct lip. So we're going to put like a curve there. And then his bottom lip is just, you know what? We're gonna make that up a little higher because that just seems a little crazy. So we're gonna make it a little touch smaller so it's not as crazy. Okay, it was looking a little big. And then we have his bottom lip, just like a line, okay? We will put his mustache in there so we can erase this. We can put his mustache, but we're gonna do that with a colored pencil, so we are not gonna draw that right now. We'll wait till we get to that point. But we can erase that center line because we are done with it. Okay, looking distinguishedly awesome. So for his hair, I love his hair. He's going bald, as you can see. Decided not to wear a wig. That's okay. No offense. It's okay. We gotcha. And so on one side, he's got, we're going to give him a bob. He's got this, all the pictures I see him, he's got some crazy bob haircut. But hey, that must have been the style back then, right? So he's got this amazing bob, but right here on this side, we're gonna make it come in a little bit. So we can erase right here. What else do we know about him? So he was a famous playwright, actor, and poet. So I know at one point you guys would all know Romeo and Juliet, and Much Ado About Nothing, and what else has he done? Done lots. You will with the little Sharpie. We can come in here and give it some, lots of little hairs. Do this side. So the playwright, so plays he did, 37 that they know of. Probably he did tons more, but that's what we have found. It's gonna look a little different when we color it in. Also, let's put a little notch of the hair there. All right, so we're gonna add to his chin, and we're gonna add right here. Do you see how it'll give a little character? So we're gonna make it lump come out right here, go in, and then we're gonna have it come out again, just to give it a little character so it's not boring. And then we're also adding to his chin. Make it a little bit longer than it is. Why not, you know? Because he's got a really long face. So we're just adding, see how we're just adding that much to it? So you can erase in there. Okay. Now we are going to do his neck. So it's just going to have just a little piece right here. And we are now going to draw his collar. He had an amazing collar here. So let's start here, come down just a little ways and have it come over on each side. And we're gonna bring it up to his face. These collars are amazing. And then we're gonna bring this up to his hair. Look at that, fantastic. And we will erase some, but we're gonna do a double parallel line here. So just go through the whole thing. Do a parallel, and then we'll do a parallel coming up here. Same thing on this side. So he was an actor, and he also did probably more, 150 poems that they know of, because he was a poet. And right here, I want you to put this into a square, and then we're gonna add this to it. And then I want you to erase in there, because we're gonna be making this all come together. Do you see how that just came together like that? Ding, 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 ding. And we're gonna put decorative pieces out here, little triangles. Do the same thing on this side. We'll probably just do 2 because it's smaller. There we go. Oh, fabulous, darling. He died April 23rd, 1616. So right here, I want you to do a triangle. Triangle, then we're gonna do another triangle. 2 triangles, but this triangle is going to turn into his button up right here, so you can erase in there. And we're gonna, coming right out of here is collar. That's just going to be his shoulder. And on this side, we have a little bit of a shoulder and then his sleeve. What else do we know? His nickname was the Band of Avon. Avon? The Bard of Avon. Can't even remember my own writing. The Bard of Avon. Whatever. That's pretty cool. It's like, what's your nickname? I'm the Bard. All right, cool. That's a cool name. Would I would love to meet him? Sure, that'd be kind of fun. I'm sure he's a little crazy, but awesome, because usually artists are. Being one, I know, right? Okay, so let's give it some details here. So we are going to bring this in, and then we are going to bring this in. This is his shoulder on this side. And then we have this is his sleeve coming out there. And now we're gonna put our decorative. So around the whole outside, we're gonna make a scalloped edge. So you're gonna go around the whole thing, all these things, make a scalloped edge. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Okay, do the same thing on this side. And we'll do this one. So we got, you know, let's do some fun facts, right? Well, we already did fun facts. Oh, well, let's give you a few more before I do my personal fun facts. He was one of 8 kids. His dad was a well-to-do glove maker, so he made gloves and leather things. And his mom came kind of from lots of money, so they never had problems. Let's do a scalloped edge. He did marry, which I didn't realize his wife's name, Anne Hathaway, which there is an actress named Anne Hathaway. I wonder if she was named after William Shakespeare's wife's name. Anyways, I thought that was really cool. And they had 3 kids. They had, 2 of them, so he had 1 and they had twins. So makes 3. So we make scalloped edge on all those. And I'm gonna show you how I make these little curvy lines. This is actually, it looks more decorative, but it's fancier. So you're gonna go, woohoo. So last night we got a fun phone call, my husband and I, that my daughter's boyfriend is going to be, they're going to be proposing to each other this weekend. So that's going to be a fun event. My husband did not want to necessarily talk on the phone with him, but I said, come on, the poor guy's scared enough. Just let him have it. So we're going to do the same thing on this side. But I think he's a sweet kid, sweet, sweet kid. So we're going to see what happens, and we will find out by the end of the weekend what happened, how it went. Because if you know my daughter, she is very strong-willed and stubborn. So he wanted to propose to her, and she said, nope, I'm going to propose to you. So then he finally talked to her and did it. Hey, you know what? Probably give me my dignity. Can we just do it together then? Because, and he still wanted to call the parents to get their approval. We're going to make an extra line here, which I thought was cute. My husband's like, we already know what's happening. And I'm like, give him this. Just let him have it, okay? Come on. The poor boy is getting taken away proposing to his girlfriend. So just let him have that. Anyways, it's going to be cute. But, you know, hopefully it doesn't end like Romeo and Juliet and they die. No, just kidding. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we're just going to make these little swirly lines here. Ooh, that was a funky one. Okay. Fantastic. So now we're going to Sharpie, and I'm going to show you how I colored this guy. Okay. So let's get Sharpieing. Okay, now I'm taking my big Sharpie and going around the outside. You know what? I'm going to color in here. All right, let's erase our lines. All right, Mr. Shakespeare, we're going to color you. Okay, so let's start with his eyeballs. I just started off with light brown. Coloring the eyeballs down here, a little bit lighter. Then we're going to come in here with just a regular brown. So now let's make it extra. Push it a little, press it a little harder. Ooh, the sun is shifting on me. Okay. And come in here with black. I'm just going to put a touch just at the top. A little shadow. And gray underneath here to give it a shadow. In the pictures I've seen, it didn't really show much of the eyelashes, but he'd probably look like a girl if I put eyelashes. So leave it like that. Pink. Color this in pink. And we're going to do a touch of red in there. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. For all over skin, let's do peach. Wow. It's amazing what color does to it, right? Yeah, it needs a little color. So we're going to color the whole thing, not his eyeballs, but everything else. Just color it in peach. I did, what did I do? Oh, Harriet Tubman. So I think people like it. I loved my Harriet Tubman, but somebody says that I did not make her black enough. But to be honest, I know she's black, but I made it kind of a light black. The only reason I did is when I colored it in so you can see her features. And you guys can make your characters, your people, your historians, whatever, as light or as dark as you want, okay? I did it so you could actually see the image, or it would be too dark. Okay. So now that that's all colored, oh, it's kind of like his ears back there. So now let's take this. You can be able to see it? Nah, not really. I'm just saying, should we color this in? Let's go around its eyes. And we're gonna make his, boy, he got bags. He got bags under his eyes. He needs some, I don't know, ice. What can we fix that? A little Botox? Just kidding, I don't do that stuff, but you know. Okay, go around the outside of him. Give him a little extra color. We are gonna go in with our tan. That'll make it way better. Go, yeah, his lips are already done. Okay, let's just go in with the tan. Okay, we're gonna go with the tan. So we're gonna give him his bags, more bags. Oh, poor guy, sorry, buddy. I already told you pretty much everything I know about him. I have seen Shakespeare. It was good. I think he even did did he do a Midsummer's Night's Dream? I've seen that as a play. It was actually way better than I thought it was gonna be. Let me know if you've seen it. What other ones has he done? You can talk about it in the comments and tell me what he's done. I know he's done those. Anything else that he's done? Well, he's done tons, because if he did 37 plays, it must be very popular. And I have seen on Broadway Something Rotten, and it's about him. It is actually quite hilarious. It's a comical spoof on him and his life. He was pompous, and how he kind of like stole other people's ideas. Now this is just something, Something Rotten. That's not really, you know, probably who he is, but they just made a funny out of it. It actually was really funny. And we're gonna color the ear more, and then color under the chin. Oh, the sun is now shifting. This is the center part here. Let's go over his lips a little. We're gonna go over those with more color, but the bottom lip, if it's a boy, I never do as much. Let's go around his hairline. Kind of blend it out. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, okay, let's add a touch of pink to this guy. So I did a little pink on the upper lid here. Just a little bit. I put some on the nose. I used the upper lid, which I'm gonna put red over there too, but I'm just adding a little color to it. And some cheekage. So I'm gonna go one way, and then go in opposite direction to fill it in. And then put some on this side. Kind of brings them to life, gives them a little color. And then now we are going to do light brown. Is this light brown? Yeah. Light brown. So now we're going to do even more shadows in here. So just do layers upon, oh, don't forget his eyebrows, which I probably should do dark brown, but I can always go over that. So we're going to do his shadow back here. More of his bags. Sorry, buddy. I don't think you got much sleep. I'm probably too busy doing your poems and plays. But definitely he's one of the most famous poets. That's for sure. Okay, so what we're going to do, we can start off with this one. We're going to give him his mustache. Ooh, it looks like this one's about to break. Okay, we're just going to go back and forth, bring it down, and then kind of loop it up. This side, bring it down, and loop it up. And we're giving him a little goatee down here. Oh yes, he looks very distinguished. And then I'm giving him side. It's got a little 5 o'clock shadow going on. So I'm also going to color all of his hair in light brown, and then I'm going to go in with a dark brown and black. I'm just going to color it in. We'll go over it with other colors. Do this side. Now, if you look, it needs more. So it's looking a little bleh. So I'm taking just a regular brown. Now I'm going to go over the mustache a little bit. On this side. Goatee. And maybe a little bit here. Ooh, that looks good. Do our dark edge here. All right, so now we are going to make this really dark down here with the brown. And then I'm gonna go over the Sharpie. And I think, did I go over it with, I think I went over it with like yellow or tan to warm it up a little. To this side. I'm gonna go lightly over here. Fill in some of those white pieces. I don't want the white in there. I don't want to see the paper through it. Now we're gonna go, you know, let's get the eyebrows a little darker. Ew, don't think I like that. Oops. So if you kind of like did too much, just to go and erase and then go back over it. Well, that eraser didn't work well. Well, now I'm just making life worse here. Sheesh. Go over it with tan. I gotta fix this now. That wasn't a very good eraser. Now go in with your black, and I'm just going to make it a little darker down here. Whoop. All right, I think you can do the rest. It just outlined a little gray, black, and yellow, and you guys got this. See ya. Oh, wait a second. We're gonna get red. One more thing. I'm gonna add a little bit of red right here to his lip. Needs a little extra color there. And just a little bit of red to his nose. Yes, liking it. Now I'm out of here.